There's this one story that has been bothering me since we talked about it, I think last Thursday. Of course, we're talking about the adorable baby gorilla at the Woodland Park Zoo. This adorable gorilla has been rejected by its mother. And then the staff at the zoo tried to, quote unquote, train 3 other gorillas there, mommy gorillas, to sort of step in and be its mother. And they all said no as well. And so now they're just basically shipping the gorilla off to some other zoo where they think, I guess, he's going to be successfully accepted. I don't know why they think that if now a total of 4 gorilla moms said no, right? It's to me, it kind of just screams, we'll give it to someone else and make it their problem.
Maybe it's just the Seattle freeze.
Perhaps. I don't know. It's a little odd, but it is depressing to me, this poor little adorable gorilla. They're just sending it off. It's not his fault. He didn't do anything as far as we can tell. And so I decided to write a poem about it. And we've got some music for it. It's called From Woodland Park Zoo to Who Knows Where, a baby gorilla's sad farewell to a deadbeat mom. Okay? At Seattle's Woodland Park Zoo, there's sad news to share. An adorable baby gorilla will get some new mommy care. His jerk of a mom said, "Nah, I'm not feeling you, dude." So zoo staff stepped in, thanks to the gorilla mom's attitude. They gave 3 other gorilla moms training, but it didn't stick. Those substitute moms shrugged him off. "No, he's not my pick." So now they're packing up the baby gorilla, sending him on his way to a zoo with a mom who actually wants to raise him and play. Is this what they mean by equity? That moms can be as bad as dads? I guess it's refreshing to have a story where both parents share the deadbeat parenting fads. That was a weak rhyme, but it's hard writing a new poem each Tuesday. Don't I deserve credit for being creative in my own way? Anyway, how is this fair to the gorilla baby? Why must he go? I say boot the mom. She's the one saying hell no. Why should a baby suffer for a mother who won't show? That's just simply unfair, and all of Seattle should know. Dare I ask, where's the baby's daddy? Is he anywhere to be found? Or is he just swinging through the jungle nowhere near the gorilla playground? Maybe he's a deadbeat, just like mom. Or maybe it's the baby gorilla who's been the problem all along. Does the dad of this baby even know? Maybe he'd like to show his love and affection that mom won't give, but dads have too few rights in the courts, even the zoos where they live. He will grow up with mommy issues by dating gorillas just like mom, emotionally distant, non-committal, but he'll try to stay calm. Depressed, listening to I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt on a loop, while downing banana cocktails, and since he's a gorilla, targeting zoo visitors by launching at them poop. The zoo staff say they're confident they'll find him a home. Confident? 4 moms already rejected him. He's doomed to forever roam. The zoo hopes to get rid of him, make him some other zoo's trouble, shipping him off fast before their guilt starts to double. A baby who doesn't bond with mom, news says, will result in a lack of confidence. Aw, he'll grow up with low self-esteem and a need for constant reassurance. Oh, how depressing. How will this baby gorilla story end? Please, don't end up in a roadside zoo where loneliness is your only friend. He'll inevitably need gorilla therapy no matter what happens next. It's so depressing, I'll stop following the story before it leaves me emotionally wrecked. That's no applause.
It was good.
That didn't seem authentic.
Well, you raised the bar. You set such a high standard with the first one, you know.
Oh, so I shouldn't do the poetry every single week? Do you know how long that one took me?
Longer or shorter than the last one?
About the same. And I had to cheat because I couldn't figure out a rhyme, so I had to use a weird way of saying certain words, which is the cheating way of doing it. But everyone does it.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
I thought it was good.
It was good.
1-800-465-8770. Should I continue to do this? I had we had two names that I came up with for the segment, and maybe people could actually weigh in because I thought one was better than the other. However, two people that I asked, weirdly not you, I don't know why I didn't ask you, but the two people I asked picked the one I didn't think was better. It's either poetic justice or snark in verse. I thought they would say snark in verse, but maybe it's not as clear that it's about poetry. So I'll let people at home weigh in at 1-800-465-8770 or just tweet at us.
I kind of like, they're both good.
I feel like, is Poetic Justice the name of a movie from the 1990s?
I'm not aware, but let's use the Google machine.
Oh, is that why I asked that question while looking directly at you?
It says 1993 film.
It is a movie. Who's in it?
Let's see. Janet Jackson.
Yeah, it was Tupac. Yeah, okay, I remember it.
I guess Maya Angelou's in it too. Wow. Speaking of poets.
Maybe we'll get sued if we use that. I'll spell it justice with a Z. It's still pronounced the same way, but it's spelled with a Z, so you can't sue me, Tupac, or family of Tupac.
So it'd be poetic justice.
No, it's still poetic justice. It's just spelled with a Z. Rantz is spelled with a Z and as well as an S. It's still said the same way. I think it was good. Although the 206 weighs in and says, sometimes one and done is the way to go. And then Quilty in Snohomish says, your poem sucks. That's mean.
So blunt. Jeez.
That's just so rude. I mean, I've taught you all so well on how to communicate directly because there's no way to misinterpret.
They must work at The Stranger or something.
Oh, no. If they worked at The Stranger, there'd be more F-bombs than that. A lot more. Like it would just be nonstop F-bombs. I'm going to do what I wish. And I'm going to try one more time next week on a story. And maybe I'll let them pick the story that I do the poem on. That's going to be more difficult because if I'm not passionate about a story, if I don't have some connection to the story, I might not be able to be as creative.
We already let them pick the news for a segment. Now we're going to let them pick the poem.
Yeah, I want the show to be interactive. I want, our friends in Auburn and Lake Stevens to decide what it is we do because they're the ones that matter. And the folks in Kenmore and Snohomish, you guys count too. Lakewood, you've been a little bit, I don't know, kind of moody lately. Fix that and you can figure it out. Okay, now other people say, thought your poem was great, and this person says snark in verse. Another one said, maybe give us a poem once a month so we have something to look forward to. That gives you more time to stop sucking, LOL. Oh, that's so mean. Maybe I'll do a poem about why no one likes my poetry. Well, now I regret posting it as my blog later tonight. Am I going to get mocked? I feel like it brings out the creative side. Conservatives aren't necessarily known for being creative.
Yeah, we're not really embedded in the arts.
We aren't, and this is my attempt to do so. You got Greg Gutfeld and me. That's about it. Who else can you say? Dennis Miller, but no one understood any of his jokes. Right? I mean, we don't really have... Who's our guy?
Andrew Klavan's a writer, that's the author.
He's not a comedian. He's not funny.
Well, he's not a comedian, but he was in the arts, though, because he was an author, but...
Yeah, but he was a serious author, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I'm an author.
Mystery crime thrillers.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. I'm not counting that. I want creative, funny creative. That's all. And we don't really have anyone other than Greg Gutfeld and me.
Maybe Rob Schneider.
No. It's Greg Gutfeld and me, okay? We are the top of the very small hill of comedian and funny people who are concerned.